I'm really delighted to be here in Lurgan tonight for the People's Assembly on the Future of Ireland. This is the 15th of these events, these conversations about the future of our island. And I'm really looking forward to hearing from the excellent panel that we have assembled and the views of all those in the room. I will be opening tonight's event with a few remarks, and then it will be over to the independent panel to hear what they have to say and what the people in this room have to say.
I thought tonight's event was really special, great to see local people's perspectives, the types of issues and concerns that they have. Obviously from my perspective, to me, kind of what's on the table is important, but who is at the table during this kind of debate and this ongoing conversation is really important. Women need to make their voices heard, like the issues that are affecting women, because we know that women face additional barriers in accessing political and public life, but they will obviously be affected by any decisions made about the future of Ireland. Where it needs to go, we need to continue to have this conversation. It's about making the conversation safe and allowing as many viewpoints as possible, building consensus, building solidarity, and not being afraid of the tough questions, really.
Yeah, well, a very enjoyable event tonight in Lurgan. I think the main issue for me is where we go next. We need to widen out the conversation. We need to see if we can bring more people into the conversation, into the discussion, hear the positives, hear the negatives, and try and deal with those going forward. I believe we should look at having more meetings of People's Assembly, but maybe try and look to break those down into specific issues, to look at a health service for a New Ireland, to look at an education service, and to get into the detail of what that may or may not look like, or what the difficulties will be in achieving that. And through those conversations, we can bring people on board. There has to be an alliance of the willing in order to move the conversation forward and to broaden it out and to bring more people in, because you don't change people's minds by not talking to them, you only change their minds by talking to them, and that's critically important moving forward.
I'm Orla O'Dowd, Principal at St Francis Primary School. One of the panellists tonight. A wide range of discussions, great feedback from the community representatives, not necessarily all agreeing, but that's healthy debate. I suppose my point of view tonight here was really to look at the role of education and building young citizens, young healthy, wide, broad-minded citizens for the future, because they're really the ones who are going to benefit from a united Ireland and also be very much part of the conversation. So there's much more constituent debate, citizen debate going forward. That's the way forward for the United Ireland.
There was a lot of questions came from the floor. I'm glad that a lot of the concerns, a lot of the questions were answered, but certainly as far as moving forward and looking towards the whole debate for Ireland as unification, and looking forward towards a joint education system, a joint health system, a joint judicial system all over. Certainly if it started the debate amongst a lot of people, amongst all communities, it can only be for the good. I asked people if they would just have a show of hands on the People's Citizens Assembly. It's a thing that you hear now and again. Some people, what does it really mean? How can it press matters forward? And certainly from the reaction from the crowd, it certainly seemed to come back that it would be very popular if it were to be set up. I think it would gain a lot of support.